Hi,
Hi,
good evening.
good evening.
How's it going?
Great.
Wonderful. And as usual, it's Sunday evening for me. So this is when we sit down and get into the zone of talking and discussing our favorite textbook, Hsin. And so, Naz, I realized we never gave our uh, listeners the background of why we have chosen this book. So tell us what got you into picking this book for our discussion. And it's a lovely book.
Wow. So this is Hussein. This is where we pick up our stuff from. The lost writings of Hussein point us to non-duality in 5 volumes. Right.
Mm.
I guess I came across this book through a lovely friend, and when I just flipped the pages, and I felt it resonated with my heart, and um, I guess in very simple words, he gives you an understanding of what non-duality is, going beyond the mind and allowing you to experience the vastness of your being, which is what we're trying to do here, which is what all Advaita Vedanta is teaching us. And it is very sacred. It is ancient, and this is what our scriptures talk about. And to be able to bring something forward for people in today's world, in allowing and giving them the opportunity to decipher what is here, I think it's brilliant. And I felt maybe this can help people understand who they truly are. So yeah, that's why Hussein.
Well, I think it's a brilliant pick. And it brings us to what we chose as a discussion for today. It is, if change is necessary, change will occur. A wise man never worries about improving what is. So, again, I'll repeat this. If change is necessary, change will occur. A wise man never worries about improving what is.
Yeah.
And as always, each word, each sentence construction has a depth of meaning. So, as always, launch us into what you think this is talking about overall.
If change is necessary, change will occur. So, which means, is change really necessary? We don't know. But we've always been taught that change is constant, and change does happen. I'm not denying that. But I guess we are, we as a population have become very impatient with whatever is, and we want change constantly. I mean, if we are looking at just changes happening at a rapid pace, then what are you learning, right? I guess um, this statement also talks about the lack of patience that we show when we are dealing with life and the situations that we may be facing right now. So if change is necessary, change will occur. So change is natural. You don't have to make it happen. And Wu Sen speaks about the the urgency, the sense of urgency that we feel. I guess when we have completed with a certain experience, or we have learned something that we are needed to learn in our life journey, in terms of patience, compassion, kindness, humility, appreciation, gratitude, because these are the lessons that we learn from difficult situations. Okay, when we have learned whatever we are supposed to learn, we would have moved past the situation anyways, and
Mhm.
change would occur. So I
Right.
guess change happens when it's supposed to happen, when you are completed with that uh, you know with that situation, and when you have felt truly the gratitude and forgiveness for experiencing whatever you may have experienced in that space. So I guess change happens when you are complete with a situation, which means you have felt the gratitude for learning the lessons, you have felt the forgiveness for whatever you may have experienced, for yourself, forgiveness for self, for others. Change is natural. You can't make it happen. So yeah, patience. This too shall pass. Let it
This
pass.
too shall pass. And that's that first two lines lead me to saying that a wise man, what he's saying, never worries about improving
Yeah.
what is.
Yeah.
So I think this is also the other way where change for the sake of change is also something he's calling attention to. And I'm thinking of examples of, I want to grow in a certain area, let's say, and I want to change my personality for it. Like all of a sudden, I want to be in the public eye. I want to become a public speaker, and I want to evolve myself from an introvert to an extrovert. So I must bring about a change in myself, and I'm worrying because I'm not getting there fast enough. So what he's distinguishing is a wise man doesn't worry about improving what is. So there is talk of evolution, right? So you're
Mm.
moving from unevolved to evolved, which
Mm.
he, I think, is labeling as wise man, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, what's happening these days is because somebody else is doing something, I also need to do that. So that brings the FOMO effect, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
And this brings a sense of competition and also a sense of incompletion with self. You don't feel complete. Um,
Correct.
and that is the main reason why we feel so unworthy, and the whole sense of I'm not good enough,
Yeah.
things are happening out there, I can't do this. And
Yeah.
the social media is all thanks to social media that we are
Yeah.
just getting
Yeah.
drained in this whole experience. But
Yeah.
maybe you're not meant to do that, maybe that's not your space, maybe that's not for you. And I mean, this brings the whole area or the experience of jealousy and animosity and all of that.
This discontent.
Yeah, the discontent of why am I not there where
Yeah.
he or
How fast can I change to get there?
change. So I guess you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and rather than focusing on what's happening out there, I mean, start focusing on there's so much that's happening here and begin appreciating rather than focusing on improving, because you already are an improved version of yourself. I mean, the journey of self evolution is not about how far you have to go, but how far you have come. And I guess each one needs to understand that they have had a marvelous journey, right? I mean, you are somebody who has worked through difficulties, you have come this far. And when are you going to pat on your own back rather than saying, oh, I'm not good enough? So it's not about improving yourself, it's about accepting who you already are. And you are a gem. You have done good work on yourself. So stay focused on the inside.
Yes, and that loops us right back to where he started, which is if change is necessary, it will occur.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's and I love that it's actually very reassuring because we do not realize how we slip into races, competition, small, big, and not just us. We involve our children right from get-go,
Oh,
tell
yeah.
them to change their nature, their attitude, their core tenderness and innocence because we feel a change is necessary. So thank you. This is a lovely message. I know everybody listening, we've been receiving such amazing comments and viewership, and you've been leading these discussions so beautifully. So huge gratitude to you, to Aspirize for this platform, to have these, awesome discussions and nuggets.
Huge gratitude to you, Paro. This wouldn't have been possible without your support. And I guess it's the collective,
Yeah, it's a collective, collective,
feedback.
yeah, presence and collective journeys. And may there be many, many more. And we look forward to recording our next session.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.